3.5 seconds to 100, 650 Newton-meters of torque, 500 liters of boot space. The first M3 CS Touring ever built holds the Nürburgring estate record, and the price board at the Salzburg Motor Show reads €174,199. Either that number makes sense to you by the end of this, or it doesn't. The carbon fiber bonnet is real, not a wrap. The carbon front splitter, the carbon mirror caps, the carbon rear diffuser, 15 kilograms removed from a car that was already faster than most things wearing a sports car label. The yellow LED daytime running lights are borrowed from the M4 GT3 race car. In sapphire black metallic, one of 4 colors available on this limited run, the M3 CS Touring in the Salzburg Exhibition Hall reads like a car that was built for a circuit and somehow also has roof rails. The frameless kidney grille sits behind a red contour line exclusive to the CS. The roof and roof spoiler are high-gloss black, the spoiler carrying a red edge that traces the full width. 15 millimeters lower at the front, 10 at the rear. Every proportion here was dictated by a lap time. The specific lap time that earned all of it is in the engine section, and it is a number no other estate car has matched. You drop into the M carbon bucket seats, and the first thing you notice is how low they put you. The carbon fiber shelves with integrated headrests hold you in place before you have even moved. Merino leather surfaces in black with red accents across the bolsters, red contrast stitching, and illuminated CS badges on each backrest. The flat-bottomed Alcantara steering wheel has a red center marker at 12 o'clock and carbon fiber shift paddles behind it. I expected the wheel to be the highlight. It is not. The carbon fiber center console is. BMW stripped the cup holders out of it entirely. There is nowhere to put a coffee on the way to a circuit morning. For a car above €170,000, that is either a commitment to the brief or an oversight. I have not decided which. The 14.9-inch curved touchscreen and 12.3-inch instrument cluster are carried over from the facelifted 3 Series. Harman Kardon surround sound is fitted to this car. The physical climate buttons are gone, replaced by screen controls, and that remains the one interior decision I genuinely disagree with. The front cabin wraps you in carbon fiber and black leather on every surface you touch. The door panels are fully leather trimmed, the M seatbelts are red, and there is a red CS badge on the center console that glows when the car is running. The iDrive rotary controller is still here, which means you do not have to rely entirely on the touchscreen while moving. M1 and M2 buttons on the steering wheel let you store 2 complete chassis and powertrain configurations and switch between them in a single press. That is a detail that only matters if you actually intend to use this car on a circuit. The rear cabin carries the black and red color scheme onto the bench. Knee room works for 2 adults, but 3 across is tight. There is no rear climate zone on the CS. The passengers behind you inherit whatever you set in the front. Think about the last time you sat in the back of a car where someone else controlled the temperature. That is the rear seat experience here. But the CS Brief was never rear comfort. The Brief was the fastest M3 ever made, and the rear cabin tells you which side of that trade BMW chose. 500 liters of boot space, around 17.7 cubic feet, with the rear seats up. Fold the 40-20-40 split and you reach 1,510 liters, around 53.3 cubic feet, the same numbers as the standard M3 Touring. The separately opening rear window is still here, which means you can load a bag without waiting for the full tailgate. The boot does not care that 550 horsepower sits at the other end of this car. It just carries what you need. That contradiction is the entire argument for putting a CS badge on a touring body. The S58 3-liter twin-turbo inline-six produces 550 horsepower, 650 Newton-meters of torque from 2,750 to 5,950 RPM. Turbocharger boost pressure raised to 2.1 bar over the standard M3 competition. Firmer engine mounts create a more rigid connection to the chassis. An 8-speed M-Steptronic transmission with Drivelogic sends everything through the MX Drive all-wheel drive system. You can switch to pure rear-wheel drive when the circuit allows it. The titanium rear exhaust with electrically controlled flaps is lighter and more direct than the standard system. 10.5 liters per 100 kilometers, around 22.4 miles per gallon. And the number that matters most, 7 minutes, 29.5 seconds around the Nürburgring Nordschleife. That is the fastest lap any production estate car has ever recorded. I was not expecting to say that sentence about a car with roof rails and a split rear bench. But that is exactly the point. €174,199 as configured. The list price before the salon discount is $192,899. The standard M3 competition touring starts roughly $60,000 below. That premium buys 40 more horsepower, 15 fewer kilograms, carbon ceramic brakes on this car, a CS-specific chassis calibration, the yellow headlights, and a Nürburgring record. Whether that gap is worth your money is a question only the show floor can answer. You stand next to this car and the materials, the proportions, the details that exist nowhere else in the M3 range do not feel like a premium trim. They feel like the version this car was always heading toward. Whether that is your conclusion to reach is your decision. But the evidence is harder to argue against than I expected it to be. We have a video on the standard M3 Touring here. Check it out. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and subscribe for more content just like this. Leave a comment below with your thoughts or questions. I read every single one. And don't forget to click the bell icon to get notified about my next upload. See you in the next video.